A lot of us are building wealth and focusing on garnering more assets and less cash flows. So in a time of crisis, we liquidate our assets to meet the current need.
And indeed, if you fail to create a balance between the assets you have and the cash flow, you'll again have a crisis on your hands. And the entrepreneur today is actually trying to undo a situation that can make you rich on one side, but poor on the other.
I'm called Wagawa Simple. I am a dairy farmer. I started this farm long before when I started teaching. In 2000, I started the farm on a smaller scale. But with time I kept enlarging it. And even changing the breeds until I reached a level where I am only looking after dairy animals. By 2006, we started delivering milk, and milk production has increased every year. As we improve on the farm, you improve the breeds, you improve milk production. So my major income is now from the milk. Like in 2010, there was a project of SNV. They took us for a training at our dairy cooperative society, which is Chabujimbi Dairy Cooperative Society. So we were trained. When they trained us, they supported us, installed water. We used to supply animals with water from the farm, and workers would carry water to the troughs. But this time it became labor intensive. I built a tank and I made a reservoir. I put a pump. Now I am able to pump my own water from the swamp to the tank, and then it flows by gravity to different paddocks. And now I am able to produce. Before, the water I used to produce between 70 to 100 liters a day. Currently I'm producing between 100 and 150 per day. And this is because of management. We grow different species of grass, and we cut. For cut and carry, we cut and feed the animals for 1 hour from 9 to midday. They are feeding inside, and after that one, by 1 they start milking. After milking, then they go and graze on the farm. I love animals. I really treasure animals. When I'm looking at animals, I'm satisfied. But that is not the only thing. It makes money. I learned that when I was working, money from the animals or milk was even much more than my salary. And so what was I going to look for outside? I came and started managing my own farm. I'm looking after Frisian animals, but I'm now breeding to Jersey animals. And I have also started diversifying. I grow fodder crops for the animals, but I've also started an acre of coffee alongside that one. That coffee is still young, but I have started from the presidential advice that you need different enterprises. But my major enterprise that gives us income in the home is now milk. I look after milking animals, milking cows. Yeah, the problem is the market. The market is always, the prices of milk fluctuate. We have different factories in Mbarara, and we belong to cooperatives. We have a cooperative in my sub-county, Chabujimbi Dairy Cooperative Society, and we collect milk at the center in the whole district. Different districts bring milk together, and then we market. At Bushenyi Dairy Industry Cooperative Union, Then people come and pick the milk, and then we are paid through cooperatives, societies. There are three components I have run on the farm. Number one is you ensure the animals have enough feeds, grass and then the feeds. Now, I started the semi-zero grazing because once you are feeding animals, once they stable down, they produce more. Animals are like human beings. They need comfort. You know, they have been feeding on the paddock, but you need to increase because they feed in a paddock every week. They change the paddock. Now, the last days of the week, you increase the feeds because the grass has reduced. That's when they give you enough milk. But that's not only. That's not all. You must ensure the animal is healthy. Now, healthy is that we dose them every 3 months. I do it actually. Some time back I used to dose and then maybe 3, 4, 5 months, but this time it is strictly 3 months. Now, if you are keeping like 30 animals like I'm doing now, I have 35 of them and we are milking 28. The community is benefiting. The neighbors buy milk from me. The neighbors, I have given species of grass which we bought, different species, to different people who are interested. I have given 8 people, each one a cow, on for zero grazing, those who are able to grow the grass, so that many people can start on this. Now I have 5 boys here, especially for milking and cutting the grass. I increased the worker, there used to be 3, but because I give fresh feeds, I don't make silage. I tried silage, but it's not the best. I don't make hay. For us, I prefer fresh grass. Every morning, cut the grass. I have had 3 sessions. The community members, the dairy, especially at our cooperative, they come here to learn. We sit here in my compound, we go to the farm, we train. You know, this dairy enterprise is not a classroom-based. People come to the farm. If it is milking, they see how it is being milked, how a cow is milked, how a cow has been feeding. Currently, I have 62 acres. So every year I would sacrifice, save money, buy. I'm learning how to process yogurt, so that if I can sell yogurt from my own farm, it would make sense. So once an animal is treated, the vet has to record in the book, this animal has been treated because of this disease, and we have used the following drugs. So next time he comes, he has to follow. So we make records, how much milk do we carry per day in the morning, how much milk have we delivered in the evening. Sooner or later you're going to say, they have just finished milking. They are going to feed calves now. After feeding calves, a transporter will come. But before he goes, he has to record and sign and takes the milk. Then when he gets there, the manager at the dairy will also record what he has received and return this passbook. And this is what comes to me. Then I go to verify the other records that have been made. So it helps. Secondly, you are able to know how much money I have spent on the farm every month and how much have I got. Am I making business? So I have now learned that the production of my animals, 15 days when they pay, is enough to pay workers for a month and the drugs for the animals. And what remains, the next 15 days, is for me and my house.
On this show, we teach you how to make money, grow it, and keep it.
And indeed, today we're again sharing with you thoughts of wisdom on how that is done.
I'm Danson Magume, Managing Director, Ntungamo Gordon United Financial Services Limited. We started this business in 2012 We are 3 directors, but I'm the managing director. From childhood, I admired bankers. Even after senior 6, I wanted to do a business course, and I was supposed to go to Chambogo to do a business course, a Bachelor of Microfinance, but I failed because I never had a tuition. So I blanched, but it kept in my mind because I was like, now we have centenary banks, we have Stanbic banks, we have DFCU and other banks in Uganda. And they were started by individuals like us. So why can't we mobilize funds and we start ours? So we started with only 500,000 each. So that is 1.5 million for 3 of us. Then after that, again we developed an idea of encouraging people to come and save with us. So people, we mobilized them, they started coming, save with us. And I want to tell you that at the moment, we have our own portfolio of 150 million. For profits, like in a month, sometimes after paying salaries, rent, because here we do rent, you find you have like a net profit of 2-3 million.
On Money and Markets, we are committed to sharing with you business technologies that will bring your businesses to the next level.
And indeed, today, you cannot do business without embracing technology. Going digital is the way to go. We're still exploring more of those technologies, and in this segment, we're again looking at what is new and what can help you be better.
Hello, my name is Esther Nansurga, and I'm a program manager at Women in Technology Uganda for the Code Girls program. What I do, me as Esther, I manage the Code Girls program on a daily basis, and also do support on a number of other programs that the organization runs. So as an organization, we do work with the girl child, looking at the ages between 15 years to about 35 years old. And how we work with them through different kind of programs. We have a program that targets a girl who has dropped out of school before completion, before senior 6, and they didn't get a chance to continue with school. So that is someone who has dropped out. And we take them through a program which we call the Elevate program. And we do train this girl to be technology enabled and also to be an entrepreneur in case they would want to start their own business. And of course, as the world evolves, they need that technology to make these businesses get moving. Then with that, we do also have a coding academy. In the coding academy here, we target a girl who has actually finished Form 6, but they do not have the funds, and the family or the guardians are not in position to support this child for higher learning. So we take them through an intense course of 2 years where they do computer science. We want them to be the next change makers going forward. As we know, the whole country or the whole world is moving everything digitally, and we were making sure that the girl child is as empowered as possible. And we have about 25 girls enrolled in their first semester of the year, and we are looking forward to the amazing projects they are going to come up with, the amazing system they are going to design, looking at the problems or the challenges they have seen back from their communities, or they have seen basically just around, or something they have always dreamed of designing. Women, we are change makers, right? And when you empower a girl child, or when you empower one woman, then the whole community is empowered. And these are ladies who are empowered in starting businesses. These are ladies who are empowered in terms of being confident. They came in and they were not in position to even stand, speak for themselves. And we've seen these changes, Some of them have been able to start businesses, and these businesses, they're not just for them, you know. They are from the communities they come from. They have employed some of these people. They are providing a service within their communities or a product within their communities. So it's that change we want to see. It's not like I've empowered you and they are sitting on that empowerment. They are making change within the communities they are coming from. These are programs that we are going to continue running, yeah. And from time to time, we learn. We get to learn lessons and maybe how best we can empower more women into this particular program. And moving forward, we are looking at having a really facilitated kind of incubator.
Now we've come to the end of this week's edition of Money and Markets. Thank you so much for being a part of our community.
And as usual, we'd like to keep the conversation going. So do drop us a line on our digital platforms so that we keep those comments, questions, and suggestions coming. Until next time, I've been your host, Charles Boji.
And I'm Shumim K. Matovu.
Good evening.